Hi everyone, it's Ross from Energized Training. I thought I'd just give you guys a few different press-up variations to keep you entertained while you're training at home. And they're just good to do anyway. So some are more upper chest, some are more lower chest, but you should be able, and some are a little bit more advanced. But if you scale it, if you go on your knees or if you put your hands up on top of something, you should be able to scale it and pretty much do all of these press-ups as well. Yeah, just have a go. We're going to start with one of my favorites, which is also really good for a warm-up, which is actually a scapular press-up. So it's all about shoulder health, getting those shoulders to move really well. So we're going to start that off in a plank. Let's go. I'm just going to do a few of each so the video doesn't take forever. But then obviously you're going to create your own program, do your own reps. You know, you might start off with trying to do 10 of each, okay? But knees and knees or toes, absolutely fine. Just whatever happens, there's no bananas here. Yeah, press up as much of a core exercise as it is upper body, okay? So we're just going to go elbows, toes for me. You're going to let that body sink down and then push all the way up. So your shoulder blades squeeze together and then they're pulled apart. Okay, that's your scap press, okay? Nice and simple. I'd recommend doing them for a warm-up before you do any kind of pushing set, really. Okay, that's your scap press up and then the standard press up. So all my clients know I'm really fussy with a press up, and your positioning of your arms is relevant on kind of, basically don't get jacked up shoulders by holding your arms out here and your elbows going right out to the sides. You want your body to be in like an arrow shape. Now your body's here and your arms coming off to the side, so think arrow tip, okay? Standard press up. Yeah, your hands are basically under your shoulders, no bananas. Okay, standard press up. And then we're going to do a press up plus. So tie that scapular press and your press up together. So you're going to push up, a normal press up, and then plus, add some. Get those shoulder blades to pull apart. So normal press up range, add that extra bit at the top. Okay, press up plus. Okay, and then we're going to go into a narrow grip, so we're going to focus a lot more on tricep. Bring them right down here, it's kind of a marine press up. So your hands might be a little bit lower, but your body squeezes just through your arms. Yeah, still chest to floor, and I'm really focused on pushing those elbows forward. Yeah, narrow grip, and then the next obvious one after that is a diamond press up. So he's trying to get the middle of your chest onto your hands right here. That's it. Okay, diamonds. And that brings us on to one of my favorites. Is a b-boy press up. Really good way to get a bit more core involved, but also start to focus a little bit more on one arm. Okay, so you start off in a normal press up position, and then one arm's going to walk out as if you're doing an ab walkout. Get down a little bit. One arm up, fingers pointing away, and the other arm here is going to turn around and point your fingers towards your toes. And you're going to focus on this bottom arm here, still chest to floor, and then push that one straight. Arm up, so now you're in a nice long position. Keep an eye on that back. Okay, and those lead us on to archer press ups. Okay, archers again is a really good way to kind of isolate and focus a lot more on one arm. So if you're trying to get some hypertrophy without any weights, this is a really good way to go. So your arms are pretty much as wide as they can get, fingers pointing away. Try to keep your chest straight, sinking down to one side. This arm here is long and up. Okay, you're basically pushing with one arm. Okay, that's your archer. You can still do those with your hands on a bench, yeah? That's your archers. And then we've got a pseudo press up. Anyone that's doing any kind of calisthenics, you would have come across these. It's a really good way to kind of get mid to lower chest. Okay, and your aim is to get your hands as low as you possibly can. Your fingers are kind of pointing out to the sides. Okay, you're adding loads more body weight. Yeah, your hands are kind of like the middle of the seesaw. Yeah, anyone that's looked at a planche, it's very similar here. Yeah, getting a bit harder. I love a pseudo. And then we've got pike press up. Pike is really, really good regression or progression, and start working on handstand press ups. You get a lot more shoulders and start developing that vertical pushing power. You're just getting yourself into a downward dog. What we're trying not to do is to go down and turn it into normal press up. You need to push yourself diagonally. Think of pushing yourself into your heels. So I'm going down diagonal and I'm pushing myself back. Walk up a little bit. Yeah, and then as you progress, you put your knees or feet on top of something and you get yourself more and more vertical. And then the last one, number 10 I've got for you, is a super slow-mo. So you've got really slow concentric and eccentric phase. Okay, basically make one press up that lasts as long as you possibly can. Gives you a good chance to kind of feel your core position. And just going down. Get a full range of motion. That's chest to floor or chin, and then back up. Okay, there you have it. 10 different press up variations you should all be doing. Enjoy, let me know what you think, leave some comments, subscribe and all of that. Enjoy your day, take it easy.